I'm bringing in Avi Loeb, astrophysicist, Harvard professor, one of the leading voices pushing for a fact-based, evidence-first approach to the search for life beyond Earth. Is this a real thing?
I don't think it's very likely to be a real thing. I mean, it's possible the CIA or anyone else might have been curious about this question, but there is no scientific basis to lend any credibility to this possibility because, first of all, you know, for biological beings to travel interstellar distances, it requires a very unusual genetic engineering, because we know that, you know, these trips, even at the speed of light, would take tens of thousands of years, and you know they are very hazardous because of bombardment by cosmic rays. You know, humans cannot survive for more than a few years on Mars or the moon.
I hear that.
Without
I hear that. I guess the question is there a genetic marker that you could search for potentially?
Yeah, I mean, about the origin of our species, you know, of course, there could be paths that led to humans that are not fully recognized. That definitely is possible. And you could have also markers within the DNA that indicate some effect of transfer of life from, let's say, Mars to Earth. What is called panspermia. You can imagine situations like that, but, you know, the DNA is not necessarily universal throughout the cosmos. You know, the kind of genetic code we find nowadays in humans, you know, was very different if you go back 1 billion years on Earth, or a few billion years. There weren't even cells, eukaryotic genesis, you know, of cells in which the DNA is packaged. It only came about 2 billion years ago on Earth. That was less than half the age of the Earth. So imagining someone visiting us with similar DNA characteristics is extremely unlikely to be relevant because, you know, there is also the possibility of the helicity, the way the molecules of the DNA are organized, to be exactly opposite, and then it would be catastrophic for us to even touch such beings. I recommend not shaking the hand of an alien if you find one. It's
I'll
really
keep
dangerous.
that in mind. I'll keep that in mind.